Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In this video we will take a look on the different versions for Python, and afterwards we will install the latest stable version on our machine. So let's jump to the homepage for Python. So on screen now you can see the python.org/downloads, but first things first, so I will put all these links to these pages into the description. So you can find these in the description down below on this video. So just in case for you to have a shortcut to these pages. So on this page we will see the latest version which is available for Windows, which is this one. But we are more interested in the latest stable version, which we will find on the developer guide for Python. So on this screen you can see now the Python release cycle. And when we see the latest one, which is in the state of security updates and have the longest availability, so this is until the year 2026. So this one is the Python version 3.10. So we will use this one for our projects. So let's go back to the downloads page from Python, and we will search for this one in the specific release, and the latest one, which comes with an installer attached to it, is the version 3.10.11, which is this one. So we need to scroll all the way up to the bottom, and then we will find the file section, which we will see here in this table. So I'm on a Windows machine, so I need to use the Windows installer 64-bit one. Download this one. Save. After you have downloaded the installer, you need to go to the downloads. So this is the standard one for my machine. So you can start the installer. And the most important thing when you have started the installer is that you, let's say, enable the checkbox for add Python to path. So this is important before you click install now or customize installation. So please make sure that you have enabled this checkbox. So then you can click install now for a full installation, or you can use the customize one. But in our case, we can stay with the install now one. So now the user access control is asking for my administrator rights. So I click yes. And the setup progress will now install the program and all the files for Python, which also includes the pip, which is a package installer for Python, which we will explore in the next video after we have installed the IDE to start developing our code. So we will use the Visual Studio for this one, but there are also other IDEs available. For instance, PyCharm is also a very popular one for programmers to use with, but in our case we will stick with Visual Studio Code. So now we wait for the installer to be finished, so this should not take so long. So this should be done in a few seconds, so let's wait for this one. So I think I pause the video right now and I'll be right back after the installer is finished. Hello again. So the setup was successful. So we see on screen now the setup was successful, and we have the chance to disable the path length limit. So if you want to disable this one, you can click on this one, but I think this is not needed from my point of view, so I will not disable this and I just click close. So, and now we have installed Python on our machine, and now we need to verify if this is installed successfully, how we can do this. So we can use the shortcut Windows plus R. So then you got this little window down on the left, which we can see here. Here you can pick, you need to write down CMD for command prompt, hit enter. Then we see the terminal, so the command prompt is opened right now. I will zoom a bit for you to read it more, have it more visualized, not so tiny. So I hope this is enough. So how we can check if Python is installed correctly. So let's type Python space -- hit enter, and we can see Python 3.1.0.11 is installed on our machine. So next up, we can open the python.exe. So if you run this one, we will see we are now in the development environment from Python. So now we can also try to write our first code to see if this works well. So the easiest thing to start with is the print command. So we just type print, open parentheses, then we need the single quote, and we will write just some text, hello world, and then we need to close this one with a single quote and the closing parentheses, and then we can hit enter. We will see we have printed out hello world to the console, which we can see here. So Python is installed successfully and running on our machine. We can now exit out of the environment with exit, the open parentheses and the closing parentheses, hit exit, close the command prompt with exit. And now we have successfully installed Python on our machine, and we can go to the next step, which is installing an IDE on our machine, which is Visual Studio Code. If you like my video and my content, I would appreciate if you give this video a like and subscribe to my channel as well. So see you in the next video. Bye.